Okay, I promise I have a juicy hot take on Kamala Harris's relationship to Israel. But first, I have to tell you a story. So I knew this public information officer in prison. The public information officer is basically the comms branding person for any given prison. And this was a complicated but brilliant black man. I worked at the San Quentin newspaper, and we were getting really big and really popular, so popular that the heads of the California Department of Corrections in Sacramento were like, we got to get involved with this. This is too powerful. We have to get our hands in this, and we have to have like some kind of control over it. So we were kind of like losing our shit. Everybody in the prison was like, oh man, this is fucked up. So we find ourselves in this meeting with these executives from Sacramento's Department of Corrections, like just for the state, but their headquarters is in Sacramento, and us incarcerated journalists and writers and editors at the San Quentin News, and this public information officer. So this public information officer is addressing the group, and he's saying one set of words, but I'm sitting there in awe because that one set of words, I can see it means two different things to the different groups in the room. And everybody left the meeting happy because the incarcerated people heard what they wanted to hear, and the executives from Sacramento heard what they wanted to hear. And I'm going to roll this into politics now, like, because he was a brilliant politician too. We see this with all politicians. We see this with Trump, right? When he says lawless cities, to many Americans, that means like crime and violence and broken windows. And like, I feel scared because I'm walking around at night. So that resonates with me. The cities are lawless. To another group of people, that just means cities where people are protesting. And you know, I'll make some other videos better illustrating that point with Trump, but I'm sure you're familiar with that, with politicians double speaking and it just meaning two different things to do two different people. They're trying to get the most people, as many people as they can, to vote for them. Now let's roll this into Kamala Harris. She said,
stand up for Israel's right to defend itself.
And now I have two questions for you. Do you think Israel is defending itself? I don't. And if you don't either, then okay. Now I have a second question for you. Do you think Kamala Harris, the vice president, who did not show up when Netanyahu came to address Congress, thinks in her mind, not what she presents, but in her mind, do you think Israel is defending itself? And if your answer to that is no, then what else might that statement mean? I will always stand up for Israel's right to defend itself.